Good evening, and welcome to Keeping It XPlicious with your girl, Carlyn XP. It's another Thursday, and we are here just to have a little chit chat. We sit back, we relax, we talk about things that people don't really want to talk about, but we'll still talk about it and keep it XPlicious while we're doing that. Right? Welcome to all the viewers on Facebook. Welcome to those of you tuned in on YouTube or the digital page. Welcome to Keeping It XPlicious. All right. Don't forget, if you want to send us a tip or a donation, you could do so on Zelle, on Venmo, on Cash App, Mo Banking, or you could send us a super chat where you click on the dollar sign in the comments for those of you on YouTube, and you will see your comment all the way at the top of the screen, right? And it will remain there for as long as the money can last. So don't forget to send us all your comments. We enjoy this. Is how we conversate with one another. This is how we communicate. This is how we spend our little time, just me and you, right? Getting to know each other a little better. And this is the softer side of Carlyn XP, right? Tonight we're going to be talking about sports and the lack of recreation for the youth right now that I'm seeing. And I think it's something that we need to talk about, so that something can happen with our young ones today, right? So stick around. We're going to take a word from our sponsors and we will be right back with you. Imperial Publishing, a recording studio, a rehearsal studio, a photo studio, green and blue screen services, live streaming services. Yes, an all-in-one audio-visual space capable of fulfilling all your media needs. Contact us at telephone number 767-315-6964 or email us at imperial2k@gmail.com.
It's We Forward again with more specials for you. We're skipping Creole Festival and we're going right into Christmas. Yes, we're going right into Christmas with specials on barrels and boxes and everything just for you. Barrels from Florida to Dominica only $90 US, the best prices on the market, and we'll pick up in Florida for only $25. Check us out: Antigua, St. Kitts, Barbados, Grenada, St. Vincent, all the islands, St. Thomas, BVI, all of the islands will pick up your barrels for you and give you the best price guaranteed. That is it from We Forward. Merry Christmas and ho, 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 ho.
And welcome back, guys, to Keeping It XPlicious. You know how we do. We're just going to be chilling with one another tonight and just talking and spending some time with each other. After a hard day's work, we just want to chill. We just want to sit back and relax, right? Make sure you have your water, your tea, whatever it is that you want to relax with. Make sure you have it right here at your reach. And we're just going to keep it XPlicious. So like I said, we'll be talking about sports and the lack of recreation for the youth right now. And I mean, we have an internet generation, right? Back in the day, I can say back in the day, not so long for me, but back in the day, we used to do a lot more things when it comes to sports and, different fun and positive activities. And you don't really see that no more. There are a few things going on, but there's still a lot that can be done and we're not seeing it happening. So send in your comments. Let me know what you think. If I'm the only person who think that there's something lacking for the youth right now, that things that they can do, sporting events that they can go to, like not just the regular football or basketball or cricket. I know they play cricket as well. And let me know if there are things that are going on and I might just be missing it, or what do you think about the situation right now? What is it that we can do to help the young ones, have some things positive to look forward to, feel the way how we felt when we were growing up doing so many things. And right now, I would like to put up the chat so we could see what the commenters are saying. It's all good here. And I want to know, like back then we used to play so many different things and do so many different things with our neighbors, with our siblings, with our family members. And you don't really see that no more, And I want, if anybody has to hear this, some of the people in authority, in the ministry, whatever, to hear our little cry for the younger ones, and give them a little more incentive, and maybe not just the ministers or people in government or whatever we ourselves can do to help them, because we always say back in our days that's what we used to do, but we can always take it up on ourselves to teach them the things that we were taught when we were younger, how to play marble hole. I don't see that no more. I used to love a marble hole, a good old marble hole. How to play nuts, how to play, we used to play tag and catch, or just different things that we used to do, moral, hopscotch, jump rope, and so many things, and we just don't see that no more, so let me know if I'm the only person feeling like that, or if you feel like that as well, right? Natasha is saying, great topic, weight gain, mental illness, boredom, depression, so many things. I know. Hi to all. Stay warm, cold here. Thanks. All right, Erna. Stay warm, stay warm. We need you. We should bring back some more positive energy into the communities. Definitely. And because we want our young ones to have that type of feeling that we had before. Not just sit down and every second they're on their cell phones, or they're on their tablets, or they're on their computers. And, it's like, I saw a meme the other day and everybody's phone is just glued. Everybody's phone is glued to their face. And I'm like, this is what we have come to, and we are lacking the sporting activities and the positive activities in the communities for our kids. So I want to know what you guys think about that. Bring back the good old days. Yeah, bring back the good old days, but we also have to teach them of the things that we have learned, right? Because if we don't teach them, then they'll never know. And we keep saying that they are always in their devices, and but we are the ones who have to take it upon ourselves too, and not just wait for somebody to do it and say bring back the good old days, or these kids these days, it's internet children and whatnot. I think we too can take it upon ourselves to let them know what it is like, to let them know how we used to do back in our day, right? So we have Hernica saying, right now I want to play I declare. Oh my God, that was such a fun game. I declare a certain piece of land by the name of Dominica. That was an amazing spot. How could that passed me? You see, so even in talking of it, you get a lot of things that you used to play back in the day and remember. By the time the person called the land, you right Mississippi going, And lo and behold, is your country the name they're going to call. By the time you reach back in the hole to say stop, you can't catch nobody because you run so far already. That was a wonderful game. We have to teach our young ones all those nice little games, We need to bring back the great community spirit. We need tighter togetherness as a community. Definitely, I agree with you. We should bring back some more positive energy in the communities. Technology take over all the good old days of playing outside. Yes, even if you're playing outside and when your mother tell you go and get your shoe, you don't go and do it, and next thing something happened to your foot, but we still did the good old days of going back outside and playing so many different things. And we don't see that no more. Sports is very important. If one is successful in sports, he or she will succeed in whatever is attempted. No one plays puck up, not even skip. Yeah, I miss that. And we have the regular football, the basketball, the cricket. I think we have netball for the girls, volleyball. I play rounders, but I don't see it at a teenage level. You know what I mean? You could have like teenagers playing rounders in the schools. What else can we have? Maybe there's a tennis court. I think they were gonna do a tennis court. Not the other day they were speaking of that. Get them into tennis, get them into table tennis as well. Get them into boxing, get them into track and field, get them into so many different things that we can get sports wise, that we could get them in, that they won't be lingering around on the bus stops when school is over, and they have real positive things that they can look forward to. Guys, I gotta go because I have to study, and make sure that their grades are matching up to the level of their sportsmanships too. Guys, I don't have they won't have time to sit down and linger and get into trouble and lose good time. If they have all those things there and all these good opportunities waiting for them, they should look up to us. We should be their mirror. Yes, I think we should. I guess you should have physical therapy for the kids too, just saying. Yes, I will definitely have musical therapy for the kids, or the kids edition. And I just want to see kids alone in my Zoom, please. So make sure all you kids come there. But we will definitely do something for the kids. I believe we need more outdoor activities for the youth. I remember going to youth camps and River Lime. Oh, that was so fun. I think they still do some of those camps and so on, but it's more or less around carnival time, where you have some of the churches going to the camps, but we want something like, maybe if you have the scouts, the girls guides and whatnot, you can go on a nice little camping trip, you by the river, and hope, that this will bring some form of togetherness and back in the day mood to the kids. I just feel like we can be so much more for them right now than we are giving them, Old gold is best day ever. Hopscotch, they hope I to consent rate and be quick. Okay. Never heard of that game. Sounds interesting. I know I declare war, though. A card game. Well, if you haven't played I Declare yet, oh my God, you're missing out. You're missing out, because I declare a certain piece of land by the name of, and you better start running right away before all your land is gone. But that card game, though, sounds fun. I've never heard of the card game, though. No. No wonder those who did not even go to school were very good in counting and maths. We used to have Savannah play community sports on a Sunday. Yes, and you would go to the community, you go to the playing field, and everything is playing and everybody is playing. No matter your age, we just go in on the fields and we just having fun playing rounders. We playing cricket, and girls as well as boys, man as well as woman, everybody playing, I telling you. We playing dodgeball, we playing marble holes on the side, we playing cards, we playing dominoes over there, we playing what's that oh, I cannot, it's not coming to me. But we use so many different things that you can get to do, and it has just gone down by the wayside, and it's so sad. We should build a children's playground so the children go on the swings, ride the bikes, do rollerblading, skating, rounders, baseball, etc. I mean, we did have a small playground that the kids can go to, and what's on there? I think they have the slide. They have what they call those things, monkey bars, and a couple swings on there. It's a start, but they do have a mini playground, I would call it, And sometimes if I'm going for my daughter, like in the afternoon time from school, and I pass through Goodwill or let me see, Goodwill, yeah, mainly on the Goodwill, or sometimes I pass by the Newtown Savannah, you will see the kids there, some of them, or even some adults as well, they'll have football on one corner and cricket on another corner and basketball in another corner, and that I find is very, very interesting. It's nice, and I want to see more of that all over, not just a selective area or a selected community. I want to see that a little more, with a little more variety than just the norm, because not everybody wants to go and run on a field and sweat. You know what I mean? So some people might want to stay home and or in their village, or they want to do something else, play bingo, play cards, play little nice little things, Where has all this good time gone? you know? The communities should form youth groups, definitely. I remember there used to be youth groups. I don't know about them anymore, unless if they're part of the schools. I don't know, right? Physical therapy is climbing up and down the hills for exercise. Trust me, I used to go up and down that Juradale Hill. I was also in Brownie, where we had mandatory physical activities. That's it. The Dominica Club. You're saying something. First time I hearing about the Dominica Club. Where is it? Where is it? Let me know, because I am lost. I'm tutoring my students, having a little difficulty getting on, so I still in a moment. Yeah, it's good to have you, Gemma. Nice to have you, even if it's just for a moment. We could have rounders. Carly, not even dominoes does kids play. We should organize a domino camp. Definitely. I mean, I must say I have seen some of them play in the dominoes, but it's not like it's all about the tablets and the cell phones and all those things. The old people home. Oh, that's where the club was. Oh, okay. See right where it is, and I don't even know. Right in my backyard. Shame on me, eh? Oh, marble hole, yes. So we talk about that. Playing for nuts, playing to try and tox the person nuts. And if you get it, all the nuts is you're going to finish. Go and sit down by a pot and roast that, and coals and thing. I wonder if they know how to use coals. How they know how to use a coal pot and sit down and roast nuts and eat nuts till your hand turn black. Playing on the savannah was the best. Spoon it up after lunchtime was great. Why is that? Lime and spoon? I don't know that game then. Huh? Hey, sack race, lime and spoon, needle and thread. Oh my God. Let me tell you about it. What about the tiny shoelace, three-legged race, and all those good times? Where are our cashew trees? When last you had a cashew, boy? That's a good question. After we played and won in marble and cashew, we roasted the cashew and ate. Now we go buy cashews in the shop. You see, I was just talking about that, playing with the cashew nuts, and playing talks with them. And when you finish, you go in and roast all them good things, boy, and sit down and eat that. Dominica Club is where the home for the homeless is on High Street. Okay, I got that. Next to the Catholic cemetery. Like I said, it's in my backyard, so shame on me. Shame on me. At least that's why we're here talking to one another, so we can teach one another and we can vibe with one another and we can know new things, right? With one another. Yes, that's why we're having this Keeping It XPlicious. Over the past 50 years, from the silent generations, youth adult, to that of millennials today, we have undergone large cultural and social shifts. It's important. Oh my God, I'm missing that. It's important. Give me the rest, please. Get the rest for me, because I really want to read that. Dominica Club was opposite the Lounge House in Roseau. What the big marble hole was called again? A GMO. No, that marble was too big, and I couldn't stand people that come in and play with that. And next thing, they play with this small one to roll all the time. And then when it comes to hit people marble, they're taking a big thing. Your marble just shattering. Don't play with that. Don't play with that again, eh? All right. In my young days, we used to play netball, and this don't exist no more. Bring back those days. Yes, I think they still do play netball. They still have inter-school netballs, because I hear about it when I listen to the news, so I hear about this school and that school who won, and they have mini leagues and whatnot and so on and so forth. So I think the netball is here. It's still there. I used to be in Duke of Edinburgh group in high school. We would go hiking on Saturdays. Now that sounds like fun. That is how she learned to count, through domino. So you see what I mean? My mom is saying I learned to count through dominoes, you know? You have to learn how to match those things, and you have to know that 4 matching the 4. So you learn to count 4 matching the 4. And when the person, if you win, you have to learn to count your scores, right? So you count in your scores to know how much scores you have. Otherwise, you can't get the points because you can't count. All right. So we have bring back the good old days. We used to go out on weekends and pick fruits, guavas, and mangoes, climbing trees, bathing by the rivers. But you know, I wonder, people so like fencing up their place now, and it's so hard and so difficult to go and just decide you're going to climb a guava tree or you're going to climb a mango tree or whatever. I mean, we did have some people back then who didn't want nobody to come on their land, you know, but the fruit trees and so were in abundance, and we could go on almost anybody land and go and pick a guava too, or sheshe a mango tree, as they would say. You know, they would just go and finish all the people mangoes. But now I think it's a little more difficult for the kids to go and, you know, decide they're going on mango tree or they're going on that, because everybody is about my land, my land, my land too. So we as the adults, we have to take up some responsibility for, if not all of the responsibility, for the lack of the sporting events and the positive activities, rather than the phones and the TikToks and the YouTube and the Facebook and the, you know, the different things, the Instagrams, and let me, all how you see, and let me take a selfie, and let me, you know what I mean? There's so much more to life than just, you know, the devices and the internet world. Yeah. Ring games, when we used to roll up our skirts and roll and you know, I was teaching my child a ring game the other day, and I think it was, I cannot remember what it was, but I think it was Hands Up So Wonderful. Hands Up So Wonderful is going to be, yeah, I think that's the one I was teaching her. And like every day since I've taught that to her, she wants to play that game. Now, what happened to those hands we used to play? I don't see the kids doing that no more. You know, London Bridge is falling down. Where are those things? Like, half of all your life already gone. Missing out on all those good times. Yeah, the Dominica Club used to have tennis, football, dance lesson at the back of the cemetery. Carlyn, we also can't blame the kids because the parents are so intrigued in the electronic devices themselves, and they forgot to attend to their kids to help develop their minds. Definitely, I agree with you 1,000%. Like I said before, like we are the ones, I think we are the ones as adults, we have to take the blame for the kids not knowing of all these traditional games and, you know, all these positive things that they can do without having to sit down on a device 24/7, or as soon as they come from school they on the device, or as soon as they get a little free time, that's what they do, they pick up the device and they do something. We too now have been, as parents, we now have been in the internet world as well ourselves, you know, and we forget to teach our kids those things, you know. So if they don't know it, we cannot blame them entirely for not doing those positive things. So that is why I'm saying we as adults, we have to take up the responsibility. Let me know how we can work out something so we can get the youth more involved in more traditional games, you know, more positive things, and not just the internet world. Yes, we have to teach them the way of the internet because this is the 20th. We're in 2020, and this is how the world is coming now. Everything is online, everything is internet days, and you know, we have to teach them things because we don't want them to intertwine into the electronic devices, you know. So let's vibes about that. Let's talk about that. Let's keep it XPlicious and see how we can get our kids, our younger ones, more involved in more traditional things, rather than more traditional sports, rather than the internet. All right, guys. So we're going to take a little break and pay some bills. And when we come back, we will continue this conversation.
Bullseye Pharmacy since 1996. 12 Federation Drive, Goodwill, and Ross Boulevard in Portsmouth. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sundays from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. and on all public holidays at the Goodwill branch. Portsmouth from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on select public holidays. Bullseye Pharmacy, your first choice for prescription and over-the-counter medication, full and digital products, Domlec Pay As You Go, Lotto, grocery, celebratory items, event ticket, box office, and more. For your total convenience, visit or call 449-8600 or 225-5656 at the Goodwill branch and 614-1048 at the Portsmouth branch. Bullseye Pharmacy, service with experience because we care.
Tropic Pulp is a division of Standards Agro Processing. We focus on the pulp extraction of our tropical fruits. My name is Carl Francis, proprietor of Standards Restaurant and Bar and Standards Agro Processing. Over the years, we have identified that there's a high level of wastage of our tropical fruits. So not only does fruit pulping solve this problem, but addresses the concern of food security, whereby having our seasonal fruits available off-season. Our aim is to deliver a 100% natural fruit product whilst preserving its authentic flavor. The grand vision of Tropic Pulp is to share the abundance of Dominica with the Caribbean and the world by extension. In doing so, we hope to empower our farmers and create linkages all across the value chain.
And welcome back, guys, to Keeping It XPlicious. Thank you for keeping it XPlicious and staying with us. And we're here, we're talking about sports and the lack of recreational activities for our young kids today. And we want to know if we could go on, what we can do to help our kids with more sporting events and more sporting activities, and maybe not just the regular football, cricket. I mean, that's something, that's a start, that's somewhere we can start them with, but let us know how we could, what we can do, maybe Carlyn XP should start a Big Sisters Club or, something, and get our young ladies involved in things and, gather up some more adults to get the young guys, to get the young girls, do certain things that, can keep them on a steady and straight and positive path. Yeah. And right now, where I want to bring on two guests to the show right now, two sports personnels. Let's see who we have. Great idea. I guess the idea is for the Big Sisters Club. Yes. Do arts and crafts in the club. Yeah, we could, just bring back so many things. And of course, I will be coming to you guys for the ideas and what we can do with our young ones, to get them involved and keep them occupied in a good way, in a positive way. Bike riding groups and so on. Yes. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead. Hi. All right, we have our guest. Can you hear me? Nice.
Yes, yeah.
Ah, so now I can hear you too. Welcome to Keeping It XPlicious.
Thanks for having me.
It's nice to have you. It's nice to have you. So let the people know who you are for those of my viewers who don't know who you are.
Yes, well, I'm Dunstan Maggie Peters, the unofficial ambassador of youth and sports in Dominic.
Unofficial, eh?
Hope to be official at some point, but for now I'm unofficial. I make myself that. I decide I am
Oh,
that
okay, okay. So we have to do something about getting that official.
for sure.
Definitely. So tell us what you do to make you the unofficial ambassador for the kids.
Yeah, well, I just decided that, like, I used to be in music, what I mean? Just like
Mm-hmm.
yourself, like you are. We know we cross paths already in that
Right,
light,
right,
manager already, right? Well,
right.
I decided at some point that I saw that sports wasn't getting enough attention, and it was dwindling. It wasn't getting enough support, no attention, and stuff like that. So I decided,
Mm-hmm.
like I always do when I see people being neglected and things like that, I like to, I love the underdog. So I decided to go there and see how I can help, you know,
Right.
bring to a certain level. Like the music was doing real good.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd support, everything was in place, but the sports was just the parks are empty, no
Yeah,
match, no nothing. So I
yeah.
decided I'm going to help the youngsters, help the youths and them so they can enjoy, because sports used to be big before,
Right,
packed field and stuff like that,
right. So
So I decided, yeah.
do you feel a change since you have been helping out the young ones? And I know I have to commend you on a fantastic job because I see you all the time trying to get the young ones involved in different sporting activities, basketball, especially basketball, and I want to commend you on that because it's really something positive that they could look forward to. And have you seen a change in the way how people support them, or come to the games or so on?
Yeah, it's a slow progress, but it's happening. The change is happening. It's visible right now,
Mm-hmm.
because what happens is that they're starting, the parents are starting to believe, the kids are starting to believe, and then the parents are following suit.
Right.
Because like it is also always, you know you're able to see
Mm-hmm.
the progress, see what's happening, so you can believe. And they are seeing the progress. They're seeing kids getting out there, getting scholarships, getting opportunities.
Right.
So you have to believe that it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then the parents in tune are showing that support. So it's growing, slowly. What needs to
Slowly but surely.
what needs to come into place is the facilities, and the
Right.
rest amenities around it
Yeah.
to really make it speed up.
That was my next question to you. Like, what do you think we as adults can do? Maybe I cannot go and build a whole stadium now, but, something that we as adults can do to help to push the kids to want to do the sports, how we can get it publicized that, hey, the young ones are playing. Let's go and support them. Let's go to the stadiums. Let's go to the basketball courts. Let's go out. What can we do in order to help them, to motivate them?
Yeah, well, you said it. You just said it there. It's just like just showing your support. Just,
Yeah.
when they play, to come and watch and invite others, and you do some of you don't even have to understand the game, but just your by your presence being there,
Right.
they know they're doing something good. Because to
Right.
get you to leave your house and to come stand up and watch them, that means they feel good about themselves. That, hey, we're doing something good. Because if they're doing something bad, your people,
Yes, we
you
will
know,
definitely talk about it.
right. So when they're doing good, then we need to do, show them the support, show them the love, show them that large following, that gathering,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I like that. And what is the biggest challenge you've faced since you've been advocating for the young ones when it comes to the sports and so on?
One of them is the getting the parents and the school to buy into that sports is just as important as education.
Mm-hmm.
Athletic and academics,
They
they,
could
they
go
go
hand in
hand in hand.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah. And a healthy body, is the mind. It helps the mind. You
Mm-hmm.
have to be you're active. When you're active, in sports, it helps you, relaxes you. So that's been it. Parents you normally use they punish the kids by taking away sports from them, and that's not a good
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you make them feel like sports is they like it, so let's take it away from them. But you're
Mm-hmm.
actually doing a disservice.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And another thing is time management. Like sometimes the kids have to train, but they say it's exam time, so
Right.
it makes a couple of weeks of training.
Right.
Whereas it's all about time management. There's 24 hours in a day,
Mm-hmm.
so an hour and a half of training is not going to take away from their studies.
Right.
So you just have to manage your time, because when they get older, they get to go in college, they're gonna have to manage your time. You have
Manage.
to
Yeah.
go train, go to school, come train again, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
you have to practice that. So when you get to that point, it won't be a shell shock.
Right. Nice. I'm loving this conversation here because so I can tell you I am probably one of the parents that might do that. Maybe not use it as a how do I say it, as some form of disciplinary action to take away the sport from my daughter, but sometimes I might say, oh, we have something else to do and because she plays football with Mr. George, on a Saturday. And sometimes I might be like, ugh, do I have to get up, So I think we as adults are the ones that we have to it starts with us, right?
Yes.
Or kids are playing, they have a basketball game, they have a football game, well, I'm like the embarrassing mom when she's on the field there. I'm running with my camera, I'm videotaping.
I don't embarrass it. Don't make that. Good.
I'm the embarrassing mom, but at the end of it, even if they'll be like, mommy, you embarrassing me, or that kind of a thing, but deep down inside, I feel they feel appreciated. And you invite your friends to come in and cheer them on, and it's something that we can help our kids with. So
Definitely.
I really appreciate what you're doing for the young ones. I want to see how I can get involved, and get on board to help them in a positive way, because I feel like all the sports we used to play back in the day, we used to do a whole lot of things. And I know you're advocating for basketball and so on, but there are so many other sports
For
that
sure.
we can, get our kids involved in and push them in the right direction, and get them to not be so much into the devices all the time.
For sure. And don't be mistaken. I'm the president of Dominica basketball, but football is my first love because I'm from Newtown, which is Footballerville. As you can see,
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
Oh, you even
I'm
rocking
on the
your
field.
jersey. Oh, you buy
I'm
the
on the
football?
field. Yeah, I just came from taking a sweat,
From
with with the youngsters and them.
there we go.
So football and basketball, that's my thing there.
Well, I'm an
Nah, man,
indoor sports person. I play dominoes.
reboard.
Now and then I'll do rounders, but the
That is
last
the
time I did,
important.
I get a cool bat in my head there, and I wasn't, I need
Yeah,
my face.
yeah, for sure.
So I want to thank you so much, Maggie, for joining us on Keeping It XPlicious, and continue the good work that you're doing with the youth. And definitely, we'll keep in touch so that we can see how we could get the kids involved. How we can get their sporting events more popular. We can publish it.
Yeah,
Even if it's on
public.
Carlyn XP page, get people to
For
notice
sure.
them and to support them, and let us as the adults take the responsibility to push them forward.
Yes, I really thank you for giving me the opportunity. And as I'm there, I would just like to, just to let the parents and them know that I got basketball youth program going on every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2:30 to 4 o'clock at Bath Road. And, so youngsters from the age of 10
Ooh.
and up.
Do you do
And
boys
so
as
you
well
could,
as girls?
boys and girls, yeah, boys and girls. And we're really looking for girls right now.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Because we have to motivate and inspire the girls and them.
okay.
So really, so yeah,
Yes.
so so I'd like to just give them my number. They could call if they want to register the youngsters, 285-4070. You
All
know what I
right.
mean?
I will take it
So you give
down,
me a
285-4070.
70.
So I'll put it on
Yeah,
and let
so
them know that they could sign up their little boy or their girls
yeah,
from age 10 and up,
10 and up, yeah.
10 and up to do
If if
basketball.
if they- if they're younger than that and they're showing us, they're strong and they can
Of
understand,
course, let's not
then
limit them because of
make
their
an exception.
age.
You will make an exception. Right now, the thing is, you have to be able to deal with certain age groups. So I'm doing some courses to be able to deal with the younger ones.
Ah,
Because when you have the younger ones, you have to know You cannot just do anything with them. You have to know
Exactly.
exactly how to deal with the different age groups.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's
Right.
age you train them to. There's an age you train them to compete. There's a age that you train them just to have fun. So
Right.
competition, you cannot pressure them or nothing. So
Right.
I'm just doing these courses, I'm at we doing a course and stuff like that, psychology of sports and stuff like that. So soon I'll be doing the younger ones from age 5 and up.
Okay. Nice. So thank you so
Okay, so
much,
thanks
Maggie,
again.
and keep doing up the good work.
Yeah, man, thanks.
All right. So you guys, we had this was Dunstan Maggie Peters. He's a great advocate for the young ones, and I've seen him walking up and down, even with his bag on his back, and he's advocating for the youth and for sports, and he's a great advocate for basketball as well as football, and just getting the kids involved in sporting activities, and I really admire him for that, and I would like to see more of us. And notice I said us, more of us come on board, to take care of the young ones and let them know, get them involved in different sporting activities and positive things, and let's push them, to do positive things, right? What we're saying. Someone is saying, Johnston is right. Kids need to learn time management at any stage. This will help them in the future as they develop into young men and women ready to take over the world. Definitely. And I agree with him when he said that we take it away from them, and we talk about exams, and they cannot do what they have to do, and but we have to help them manage their time, and if your kid is going to school and then they are studying all the time, then when exam come, they are like basically 95% ready, for the exam. So you don't have to break up their cycle from their sporting activities, because they do need to go and exercise. They need the physical exercise, and we need to as adults, we need to help them manage their time. As adults, we need to support them and push them in the right direction. But you know what, guys, we're going to take another break, and stick around. We will be right back with you in just a moment. Imperial Publishing, a recording studio, a rehearsal studio, a photo studio, green and blue screen services, live streaming services. Yes, an all-in-one audio-visual space capable of fulfilling all your media needs. Contact us at telephone number 767-315-6964 or email us at imperial2k@gmail.com.
Hey, it's We Forward again with more specials for you. We're skipping Creole Festival and we're going right into Christmas. Yes, we're going right into Christmas with specials on barrels and boxes and everything just for you. Barrels from Florida to Dominica only $90 US, the best prices on the market, and we'll pick up in Florida for only $25. Check us out: Antigua, St. Kitts, Barbados, Grenada, St. Vincent, all the islands, St. Thomas, BVI, all of the islands. Will pick up your barrels for you and give you the best price guaranteed. That is it from We Forward. Merry Christmas and ho, 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 ho.
Welcome back, guys, and thank you for keeping it XPlicious. Really, I'm loving the conversation here, and we're talking about how we're going to get our kids, back into the sporting activities and the different avenues that we could open up for them. And I'm really thinking about this Big Sisters Club. So you guys, my Bouyon Army, let me know what you think about it, and let us see how we can make this happen, for our young men and women out there who may not want to do football or basketball or netball or, the more outdoor sports, but also the indoor ones as well. Let them know of fun things they can do while they're at school, instead of just sitting around. And recess time is fun time. Recess time is time we can steal a little hopscotch, a little morals, a little something, and play a little fast game before we go back inside, and not just sitting down around. But I have somebody else that I want to bring on right now. So we had the basketball side of things. So now we're going to have another side of the sporting activities in Dominica. Let's see who we have right now. Good night. Nice to have you and welcome to Keeping It XPlicious.
Thanks.
So let the people know who you are for those who don't know who you are.
Wayne George, former national player, former national captain of Dominica football senior men team. Director of the Wayne George Football Academy. Currently employed at Football Association Women's Coordinator in charge of women football on the island.
Ooh, that's a lot of things. But it's nice to have you here. And we're talking about sports and the lack of. First of all, do you think there's a lack of recreational activities for our young people in Dominica, or where the sports is concerned?
Yes, the lack of not a, I don't know how to put it, not a lack. I don't know how you want to put it, but we really have nothing for our young people in Dominica.
But I mean, there's basketball. We just had Maggie on Dunstan on, and he spoke about the basketball, programs that he's been having, and I've seen him around, advocating for the young ones to do their little basketball and so on and so forth. Whenever I listen to the radio, I hear about the netball and maybe some volleyball and cricket. So what more do you think we can do to help our kids or the younger ones, when it comes to the sporting activities in Dominica?
Well, I think Maggie said it. He said that they have it as a back burner, rather education than sports. But as he said earlier on, education and sports come hand in hand.
Right.
There's a lot of opportunity for young girls, especially in football right now. Right now, the DFA is on a drive. We're doing growing the women football. We're going to different communities with different coaches, trying to get the girls interested in the game.
Oh, nice.
We also have a skill competition for ages 9 to 13, 13 to 17, and 17 and above for young ladies. They can win awesome prizes.
Okay.
I think we have some Free Kick Foundation story where we have about 4 or 5 players, female players, out on scholarship out of the state. So there was a lot happening for the girls. But as you all know, football is as a man's sport. So
yes,
the ladies
because
are very, very, very protective of their daughters.
We cannot afford for the ball to hit us in our face. We cannot afford to break a nail. God forbid the ball hits us wherever, I'm just being ridiculous right now. But I mean, what do you think we can do to encourage the young ladies, especially, to get into the football? I mean, who can we tell them to look up to? Like a great female footballer. Look out where she is. Like, that could be you one day.
Well, actually, one of the women in charge of CONCACAF for women football is a Dominican, but she plays for Canada, Karina Libla.
Oh, wow.
So that is a good role model. And you yourself, Carlyn, should come out and help and promote women football as an artist and make them know there's a lot of you, Michael Anderson, and the rest. And come
what do I do? Do I have to play?
You don't have to play.
Okay, great.
But you have to make them know that sports, music, whatever it is, come hand in hand with education. So if you coming out and help promote the game, not only football, but basketball and netball. Right now, our young people playing nothing. Summertime, you used to go out and send stone and mangoes. You know what? You're not getting a burst stone. You're not getting a scratch on the skin in the summertime.
Nothing. Oh my God. Well, I definitely want to advocate for the sports, the football, the basketball, everything. I want to do even rounders too, because I go out sometimes and play rounders, and I want to see it on a younger level, if you know what I mean, right? I want to see it in the schools. I want to see the young girls coming out and playing a little rounders too. You know what I mean? So I guess I will take that up and see how I can get some of the other artists, the artists that they look up to go ahead on the drive with us to encourage and to publicize the different sporting activities that we have for the kids, because like we said earlier, we as the adults are the one who have to take up the responsibility and get them involved in the different sporting activities. Like, we have to let them know what's going on, what it is that is out there for them, because sometimes they maybe don't even know there is a football academy or a basketball academy or netball, rounders, cricket, whatever. You know what I mean? So we have to find a way to go out there and let them know what's going on. What are I asked Maggie that question. I'm going to ask you the same question. What is the biggest challenge you face when it comes to getting the young ladies enrolled in your sporting academy, your football academy, I should say?
Well, as I said earlier, is the protectiveness of the parents, that football is a guy sport, not for ladies. And as you said earlier on, you don't get your nail broken. You don't get the body thing.
I tell you, that ball kind of hit us in our face.
But that's not really true, is because it's the same thing you do for the boys, the same thing you do for the girls. The game will change anyway.
True.
Because I bet in you, Carlyn, most people don't know you play dominoes as a woman. We only talk about dominoes for men and all kinds of competition. They don't know. They know you as a musical therapy and all that, but they don't know you into sports. As you said, you play wrong, you play domino. Right. So if you can do it, why they can't?
True. But I'm not going, well, that's the thing again, you see, and I went to play rounders the other day, like a couple of months ago, and while my team was batting, the bat left the batter's hand and it hit me straight in my face. You know what I mean? And I think we think more of the injuries and so on, and I haven't gone back on the field since that, mind you. We think more of the injuries and what could happen in the sport rather than thinking of how fun it is, how would I put it, how healthy it is, because, we need physical activity ourselves. We cannot just sit down whole day at home watching TV or playing on our devices and so on and so forth. We look at that one negative aspect, I should say, one negative aspect of it, which is the injury. And anything you're doing in life, basically, you could get injured doing it, So I think we should look at the more positive effects that the sporting activities would have on us, and let's advocate for the young ones and get them involved in whatever it is that we're doing.
Right now, that's the drive I on right now, to get the young ladies involved in football and playing. As you said, you get knocked by the bat, but then you could sit down on a chair and get up, or you get up from your bed to get ready for school, and you could get injured.
True.
You're not only playing sports that you get injured. Anyhow, you could just leave your home and fall down and get injured.
True.
So you're just doing the right thing, and because sports keep your feet healthy and make you have a healthier lifestyle.
Of course, definitely. And we all need some sports in our life, right?
Right. As I say, too much work and no play make Jack a dull boy.
Very well. And what does it do to Jill? Because it's women and the young roll down the I'm going to take that one. So, Mr. George, I want to thank you for joining us here on Keeping It XPlicious, and definitely we'll get in touch on how we can go ahead and market the football for women, young ladies, as especially, and we'll see how we can get our young girls involved in football, in basketball, in more sports on a whole, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
All right. So thank you.
I'm looking forward to working with you and going on this drive.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bullseye Pharmacy since 1996. World Federation Drive, Goodwill, and Ross Boulevard in Portsmouth. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sundays from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. and on all public holidays at the Goodwill branch. Portsmouth from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on select public holidays. Bullseye Pharmacy, your first choice for prescription and over-the-counter medication, full and digital products, done like pay as you go, lotto, grocery, celebratory items, event ticket, box office, and more. For your total convenience, visit or call 449-8600 or 225-5656 at the Goodwill branch and 614-1048 at the Portsmouth branch. Bullseye Pharmacy, service with experience, because we...
Welcome back, guys, to Keeping It XPlicious. And we had a real interesting conversation tonight, talking about sports and the lack of recreational activities for our younger ones, right? And I had a wonderful conversation with you and, of course, our two guests talking about basketball and football, respectively. And of course, we want to see how we could go out there into the different communities, into the different schools, and see how we could get our young boys and girls into more sporting activities. All right. So I want to say thank you for keeping it XPlicious with me today, another Thursday. And of course, I will be here again next Thursday for another Keeping It XPlicious episode, as long as the good Lord is willing. And we'll be talking about another interesting topic. So make sure you tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody else that they need to come and keep it XPlicious on a Thursday. I don't know why you haven't told them yet. What are you doing? I'm just playing with you guys. And don't forget, on Sunday, I will see you for musical therapy. And I hope you guys have your recycled or your recyclable or your recycling outfits already. I haven't even made mine yet, but I talking. Make sure all you have all your outfits, all right, for musical therapy on Sunday. And of course, the Christmas season is coming fast and furious. So make sure you check out my Christmas album. Yes, I do have a Christmas album that I released last year. Right? It's called an XPlicious Christmas. You should check it out. It is on all the major download sites and it's on YouTube as well. So you could go there and get acquainted with my Christmas songs, and you will have some wonderful music to listen to during the Christmas time. And of course, I will be having a Christmas special for you. So stick around. Make sure you like and subscribe all my pages, my Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, www.carlynxp.com. So you could stay in everything XPlicious going on, right? And you definitely don't want to miss out on the Christmas special. So make sure you subscribe and you click the notification bell so you could get up to date with everything that's going on in the XPlicious world. Don't forget to check out shop.carlynxp.com for all your Carlyn XP merch. And of course, we'll be putting in some new things for the Christmas season because you guys have been asking. So once you ask, we always try to deliver whatever it is that you guys are asking for, right? Don't forget, if you want to send us a tip or a donation, you could do so on Cash App, on Venmo, Mo Banking, Zelle, PayPal. Anything is anything. We love you just the same. All right. So guys, I will see you on Sunday for musical therapy, the recycling edition. Get your recyclables going. And I will see you next Thursday for another episode of Keeping It XPlicious. Until then, keep it XPlicious.